Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Sunny here. This one is a 2-for-1. I often get asked about crystals and especially budget crystals. So I do have my normal meta cookie cutter crystal setup, !crystals, in my Twitch channel. However, those gems are extremely expensive. So this time around, I decided to go and do a crystal setup for my season character. But this crystal setup is also going to be working perfectly fine off-season as a budget gem setup. You're pretty much going to get the best of all worlds for minimal price. Let's jump into it. Let's actually take a look at pretty good budget gemming that a new player, a seasoned player, should be able to afford even after just leveling up. You get a lot of free silver leveling up, a couple 100 million from rewards, and leveling rewards as well on the season, and spending like 20, 30, 50 million silver in the beginning on good value gems, I think goes a very long way. So let's actually take a look at what I'm going to be using myself on this season character, and what I would recommend anyone else, a new player picking up the game, to at least get some good value budget gemming right away. The most important thing for your season character is making sure you have 5 movement speed and 5 attack or cast speed depending on what class you're. So when it comes to movement speed, you can buy Oasis cron meals. You can buy all 3 of the different cron meals, the PvP, the PvE, and the life skill ones. And it's the one I'm using here, the simple cron. This is the PvE food and the one I would recommend using the most. There's also the exquisite cron, which we have right here. That is when you want to do some PvP. Now, I do think that when we're doing the gemming around using the PvE food is totally valid and what I'm going to do myself. You can buy these for 1 silver at the Oasis vendor. And the Oasis vendor is always going to be in the same area as the Fuga quest giver. So here in Villia, where I'm at right now, you have your season quest giver, Fuga, standing right here. And right next to him, you got Ellie, the Oasis vendor. You're going to talk to her and you can buy all these beautiful things, maps and meals, compass, carrots and all that for 1 silver. So stack up on those, it is well worth it. So assuming we're using simple cron meal, I am going to have base 3 movement speed and 3 crit. And I already got full attack speed. So the attack speed comes from my Saka weapon, well, my main hand Tuvala weapon. It gives me 3 attack speed. And we also have 2 attack speed / cast speed on the cron mill. So we don't have to worry at all about the attack speed. We will be max attack speed without any gems. The movement, however, we're gonna need 2 movement speed. And for that, I would recommend going to the marketplace and buying a swift movement. So I would go in and I would buy 1 of these. Now the other gem for your boots, I would actually recommend going for adamantites. So for season, just get 1 pair of the adamantite and then 1 swiftness gem. That was boots sorted. Next up, we'll take a look at the helmet. For the helmet, when you're playing on season, I recommend that you use the Kidrick crystals. You can get these from login rewards, and it is an EXP gem with also 50 HP. Next up, we're going to take a look at the chest piece. This one here is one of the easiest ones to go for because the gem is a very cheap one. It's a blue version, and this is actually a gem that people use at endgame. It is extremely good in PvP. It does give you some value in PvE. An alternative in your chest could be buying the armor gem. It's a yellow version. It gives you 5 DR. Again, a lot of the times it's sold out, but it's worth putting in a bit and hopefully winning over time. And you could also go for Cobbe. So these are again a bit more expensive, but they're really good as well. There are some of the best gems in the game for your gloves. When you are on season, I would say getting one of these for the 2% crit, it could be an option. It's going to give you the 5 crit with your food, and I would probably buy one of these. The other gem, I think going for a precision. This one here, again, it's most likely going to be sold out a lot of the times. You can see a lot of bids on these. But if you can get a hold on these, they're extremely good value for the silver. The next ones are probably the most fun gems to go for. It is your main hand and offhand. Let's start with the offhand because that is the most easy one of them all. And what we're looking for is this one right here, critical hit. So you want to get 2 of these in your offhand, no doubt about it. It's gonna give you 20% critical hit damage on all your attacks whenever you crit. It's a massive deal for increasing your damage. Now, when it comes to your main hand, you got a couple of options. The precision gems, these are the ones I'm going to be recommending today. Accuracy is hit rate in Black Desert Online. So as we know from all other games, you don't want to be missing your attacks. So making sure you got enough accuracy is really good. And you can also check out my accuracy guide about how much accuracy you actually need at more at the in-game grind spots. But early on, just getting precision gems and getting a precision gem in your gloves is going to be enough. Right, so we put in all the gems, and this is basically the setup that I would recommend as a budget setup for season, but you can also use this quite far into season. Now, I do want to make a point. As you see, I put a lot of my gems, basically all of them, into Tet to Vala gear. And we just talked about using backup gear. So realistically, these items right here won't be going pen. It will be my backup gear. And unless you feel comfortable with the cost of buying new gems to put into the pen items when you make them, I would suggest that holding off on putting gems into the Tuvala gear until they go pen is totally valid. You don't have to actually put crystals in right away. You can wait until you get to a point where you make a pen Tuvala items and then put gems into that item. Guys, I hope you found this helpful. All of this was recorded live during one of my Friday enhancing streams. And if you want to drop by, feel free. twitch.tv/Biceptimusprime, link in the description. And as always, if you've got any questions, you can always drop a comment on the video or join the Twitch channel and ask me live instead. I'll see you around.